Hey, Scott Schrader here with WeAreSC.com and On3, and USC got a huge commitment today from four-star McKinney Texas running back Bryan Jackson, who's just fresh off an April 8th visit to USC, which was his third. He's got an official visit scheduled for June, but just a really good description, short but sweet, about Jackson. He's a physical running back that's tough to bring down with great vision in open space. He rushed for 1,647 yards on 265 carries last season, scoring 23 touchdowns. He's one of those guys, you watch his film, it's hard to not understand why somebody like Kyle McDonald would want him. We just saw in the spring game Quentin Joyner, who's somewhat of a physical back. He's not the same size as Bryan Jackson, but he's a very physical running back with great speed. And I think you just have a little bit bigger version here of a player like that. And what's crazy about this, he is the third Texas running back to commit to Kyle McDonald in the last 12 months. Last year, Quentin Joyner and Amarion Peterson were both committed, I believe, by April 19th, so we're maybe a couple of days off on that. But what's coming up, too, will be very, very interesting because there are several extremely talented running backs that are high on USC right now. Last night we just got word that Christian Clark from Phoenix, Arizona is going to be visiting on May 19th to the 21st. So he's going to be the first running back of this group that's going to be taking his official visit. Later in June, you have Nathaniel Palmer, and you have Taylor Tatum. I can't believe I'm getting old, so bear with me here. But Taylor Tatum, who is on the top of many elite programs, running back board, he will also be visiting in June. So you've got two more Texas running backs. You've got Christian Clark, who is going to take his visit in about a month. And again, Kyle McDonald may have his running back class figured out before you hit June, end of June, excuse me. So also the big news for the remainder of this weekend, which is going to be definitely lots of interesting storylines that are going to be going on at USC this weekend with Georgia defensive line transfer Bear Alexander. He is on his official visit. I believe it's just about to start if it hasn't just started. You also have Cameron Johnson from the University of Houston, an interior offensive lineman. If USC does get him, he'd be somebody that would play guard. Those guys are taking official visits this weekend. There will be other stuff that we will be reporting on this weekend, so keep checking back at WeAreSC.com. But again, this was just basically let you all know that USC got another huge commitment from another talented running back. And for all y'all that were waiting for USC to kind of get that RBU running back mojo back, I think Kyle McDonald has brought it back to Los Angeles for y'all. So anyway, stay in touch at WeAreSC.com. You can join for a year. The content there's got to be some of you guys that are watching this right now that oftentimes are wondering, how do we figure out what's accurate and what's not accurate? How do we get a true perspective on what's going on with the USC football program? Well, you can get that at several sites, but we are going to be bringing some seriously good content to you guys at WeAreSC.com. I think from the recruiting perspective, we're especially going to be separating ourselves. We just added Marshall Levinson, who was a part of On3's Texas A&M site. He's an Oklahoma State alum. He's already gotten off to a really, really fast start for us and love what he's doing. He was actually at the announcement today for Bryan Jackson. So he has just been nonstop with some really good content. So anyway, check us out. $29.99 for a year subscription to WeAreSC.com. And then you get access to all the other On3 message boards, which means you can go check out and see what they're saying at Ohio State, Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas, Oregon, Penn State, wherever. We're On3's really well represented. Nebraska with the Big Ten. So when that transition from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten goes for USC next year, we're set. We got it. In fact, On3 is already listing USC's recruiting class for class of 2024 in the Big Ten section. So Just come check us out. We're working really hard, and we have an incredible community at WeAreSC. USC fans, USC alums, people with a passion just like you do for USC football. And it's just a really cool place to come and hang out and just talk. So anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Stay tuned to wearesc.com. We'll be bringing stuff throughout the weekend on these visits going on.